Part 2 on the most anticipated video I've ever made, my engagement ring details. Part 1 was about the design and the engravings on the band, and part 2 is going to be about the diamond itself. So as you can obviously tell, this is not a bright white diamond. This has some color and warmth to it. There is a bit of a close-up. The thing that I wanted most with a yellow diamond was for it to be a butter yellow diamond. I did not want a super vivid, super fancy canary yellow diamond. So this is not actually a fancy yellow diamond. This is a W2X on the color scale. Since it's set on yellow gold, it adds a little bit more yellow to the stone, which I think gives it the most perfect glow that I could possibly ask for. When I initially posted my engagement video, a lot of people thought that this was an oval cut. This is not an oval cut diamond. It is technically an authentic old mine brilliant cut diamond. Old mine brilliants were cut by hand in the 18th and 19th centuries, back before we had modern diamond cutting technology. I knew I wanted an antique stone that somebody had worn before me that was recycled and passed down through generations. Old mine brilliant cuts of this size are incredibly difficult to source because there is a finite supply of them. So many of the authentic antique old mine cuts were recut into modern brilliant stones when that became the fashion, or they were just damaged over time. So very few remain intact in their original form. Because these were cut before modern technology, every single stone is completely different. And you get these chunkier facets that look incredible by candlelight, which is what I meant by a candlelight diamond. But I can make another video on that later. The other thing I love so much about an old mine cut is the center facet is a little hole, if you can see right there. You can see it a lot better in some of my more close-up videos, but it's called an open culet, and I think it's so sexy. Now for the other C's, a lot of people were speculating that this was like a 4 or 6 carat diamond. No, this is actually a 3 carat stone. The reason it looks so big is because it is a relatively flat stone, so it's very elongated and just so beautiful. It also is an SI1 diamond, which means it's eye clean and it doesn't have any fluorescence. If you were just sitting at a bench looking at a GIA report about this stone, I don't think it would catch anybody's eye, but the thing I love the most about it is that it's not technically perfect, but it's so perfect to me. And if you don't like yellow diamonds, that's okay. I'm not telling you need to get one. I'm just saying that this is what I love. And I feel so incredibly lucky that I get to look down at my hand 24/7 and just see this rock. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Love you so much.